Hi friends, it's Mary from A Girl, a Book, and a Mom, and I'm here today to give you my list for Booktube Spin number 3 for Rick MacDonnell, that he is going to spin the wheel tomorrow, and he's a month early, and I haven't finished Crime and Punishment. I think I'm a third of the way through. It's very weird. I'm not sure I like it. But anyway, I have, I think, 20 books with me. I got my new t-shirt that I love that says Drink Water, Love Hard, Fight Racism. It's from Mahogany Mommies. I think that's the name. I'll put the link down below. And the beverage of choice today is the Kim Crawford Rosé, which, yes, even though these are bifocals, which has, it's affectionately known as Pansy, and the grapes grown in New Zealand deliver a bright, juicy rosé with fresh berry fruit and watermelon flavors and a refreshing dry finish. So, there you go. Now I can see. So, pouring myself a glass of that. Nothing like a nice rosé in the summer. Cheers. Oh, I do like that. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into the books. You should know that there's some fiction, some nonfiction, a library book, and we'll see where that goes. Let's start out with Hood Feminism. I'm going to read this anyway at some point because I've heard wonderful, wonderful things about it. It's notes from the women a movement forgot. So nonfiction about the intersectionality between racism and feminism. The next comes highly recommended from my sister, and it's on my bookshelves. It's Fredrik Backman's A Man Called Ove. Supposed to be hilarious. Book 3, Rebecca, by Daphne DuMaurier. It's a classic. Book 4, The Eyre Affair. Yeah, I've read it before. I'm going to read it again. By Jasper Fforde. It's 2 F's. He's hilarious. The next book is Freshwater by Akwaeke Emezi, shortlisted for the Center for Fiction First Novel Prize. It's longlisted for the Brooklyn Public Library Literary Prize and the Andrew Carnegie Medal for Excellence in Fiction. It's, yeah, that's all I know about it. And Bronte, the Tenant of Wildfell Hall. Book 6, another classic. I believe that's her only novel, and she's, I don't know. Then, sticking with the Brontes, because I read Jane Eyre last month, Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte, which is a great book. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know if I'm supposed to have books I've already read once, but I did. Cheers. Delicious. Making the list again this time, Ayn Rand, Atlas Shrugged. It's classic. It was on my bookshelf. I don't know why, but I'm going to maybe read it. War and Peace, because why not? Leo Tolstoy. And this is book number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's been, let me do number 10 and then I'll talk to you some. Kate Atkinson, Life After Life. Donated by my sister because she thinks I'll like it. Where have I been the last 2 weeks? I know that's like hot on your mind. I went to Disney World. Then there was a tragic A tragic accident resulting in the death of the girl's goat. One of the girl's goats. That I have to admit, I'm struggling a little with mentally. And so I've been a little down. It was a little traumatic. There was blood. And I am at fault. So it's awful. So anyway, that's where I've been. Bouncing myself back up again, eventually. Okay, now to some lighter fiction. The Floating Admiral. Yeah, it's a mystery written by a whole bunch of mystery writers. Then we have the Jane Austen Society, about a bunch of people in England who love Jane Austen, I think. That's by Natalie Jenner, book 12. Book 13 is Ask a Policeman, another by the Detection Club, which is a whole bunch of mystery writers. What was that? That was 13. 14 is The Sinking Admiral. Again, Detection Club. Kind of want to try them. And then we get to 15, which is Blind Spot. It's a nonfiction by Mahzarin R. Benaji and Anthony Greenwald. Hidden Biases of Good People. 16 is the second book in the Mysterious Benedict Society series. It's called The Mysterious Benedict Society and the Perilous Journey. I read book 1. Curious about book 2. This is a middle grades book. 17 is a library book that I really want to read. And it's called Fermat's Enigma. The Epic Quest to Solve the World's Greatest Mathematical Problem. All you fellow nerds will know about Fermat's theorem without the proof. I'm assuming that's what that's about. It would be weird if it wasn't. 18 is Richard Osman, The Thursday Murder Club, because I may or may not be a murderer of goats. And this says right there, a little beacon of pleasure, which I could use. And the final book, talked about it before, Sad Janet, about Janet, the depressed lady who works in the dog rescue place. All right, that's my books for Booktube Spin number 3. I'll link my shirt that I love and Rick Donnell's YouTube channel below. And now I'm going to go back to sitting on the couch and cuddling my dog, because that's where I've been. Not usually with a drink. Happy reading.